them at all to look out for
Nothing.
or look after their grandbabies or nothing. And then if they do want to, it's always something, some type of compensation, something that you got to do for them. My mom was never like that for me. Never. Even when I was living at home and I was working, that's the one thing I can say. My parents never asked for a dime of my money, but I always helped anyway.
You know what?
And it's like I just don't understand how somebody cannot love their grandkids. Your kids created your grandkids.
Right,
You know, how can you
right.
to spend time with them or not want to help your child? Like, if you see your child struggling, don't just leave them and throw them to the wolves. Like,
It's
help them out.
That
Like,
is a control factor. It's a control factor, darling. It's a control factor. They don't have control anymore. My mother was telling me that she wasn't even allowed to go off her front porch at age 16.
see,
That's
now
how she,
that bad. My daddy
yeah,
went,
that's that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Like my mother's mother was just that bad, and I didn't like her.
and
I'm
that's
just
back
being,
in the day when it was a little bit safer for kids to be out. Like back in the
that's
day,
how my mother ended up. That's
nighttime,
that's how my mother ended up with.
bikes around the whole city and
Yeah,
be
you.
good. Like,
Girl, we go
it
outside when in the
still
70s.
sound.
In the 70s, we would go outside and wouldn't come back in till nighttime. Till the
Yeah,
lights,
I
till
feel
the
that.
street lights come on. Okay,
I wish
but
I
now you can't do that. You cannot do that now.
and we
Okay,
didn't do it back in the '90s for real. Like we could, but it was only so far we could go. When
right,
we were young, you know what I'm saying?
right.
And he's like, okay, y'all can go around the block, you know what I'm saying, but don't go around the whole neighborhood cruising, and you know what I'm saying, like. But then in the
I
2000s,
left Chicago in the 90s because of how bad it got. I left Chicago because I had a baby, and they were doing things to kids, and I had to go. So I
Chicago.
ended up moving to Ohio. Yeah,
Mhm.
Chicago ain't no joke. And I didn't see a future there,
Mhm.
you know, and I was trying to get away from some abusive shit. So it was time to, when it was time to roll out, I packed up my baby, got in my Lincoln Continental, and I rolled on down the damn highway.
Mhm.
You know, get on, Flintstone. I'm not about to sit here and fight with no grown ass man. I'm not about to do that. I don't even like you like that, bro. You know, it's not that I, being honest, I didn't love my daughter's father. I
Mhm.
didn't. I got what I wanted. 31 years old, and we planned her out. After that, I didn't really need you for nothing because you weren't a provider for me. You
Mhm.
didn't provide anything for me. You didn't feed me or anything like that. So what do I need you for? You already gave me what I wanted. See, I feel like this.
You was on some savage shit.
Yeah, I feel like this right here. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm being dead ass honest.
As I get older, I'm getting more like that. But when I
Yeah.
was young, I was so gullible, naive, nice. Hey, that was what scared my daddy. Like, oh no. Nah. And then I was a beautiful child too.
Hmm.
So that just made it even worse. Like my daddy used to, oh my god.
No, see, for me, I was never the bathing beauty or none of that stuff like that. So I wasn't the first pick because I was fat. And you done froze up. Ah, oh, you back?
I'm
Okay, yeah,
yeah.
you back. Yeah, you froze up for a minute. Yeah, but for me, I was not the pretty girl. I was not that person. I was the pretty girl's friend.
Okay.
Okay, Jazz was the pretty girl though. See,
Mm-hmm.
she was totally different. She was the pretty girl, but all her friends were just as, except for one. See, it's always got to be one. But all of her friends were banging, except for one.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna even put her out there like that, but yeah.
You said that's an ugly bitch.
Woo! Where y'all get her from? But anyway, if it is what it is, it was, Jazz's group was a bunch of pretty ass girls from chocolate to light skin to high yellow. You know what I mean? And you done froze up. Okay, we're good, we're good. But yeah, your kids, your daughters, your kids, period, they're not safe anymore.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way. Now, see, when I was growing up on the south side of Chicago, 67 the East End, I could walk to the store for my mother and get her a pack of cigarettes with a note on my chest,
Mm,
a note in my hand, and go get her a pack of cigarettes at the store. But the store was 4 blocks away.
mm. Yeah, no.
Imagine letting a 5-year-old walk by themselves now, 4 blocks
Hell,
away. I wish I would.
hell, fuck no.
I wish I would.
Mm.
Okay. I used to walk to school on my own at 4 and 5 years old in Chicago. Nobody bothered me because
Yeah.
at the time we had a neighborhood. If I did something wrong by the time I got home, my mother already knew about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Everybody looked out for each other.
They don't do that now.
They don't.
They don't. Because the first thing you want to say with these badass kids in school, don't say nothing to my child. Well, I'll knock that motherfucker out. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You don't want nobody saying getting your child in order, but your child is out here just doing shit
That they ain't got no business.
that they ain't got no business doing. But you don't want nobody to say nothing to them. But when that cop shoot them down in the street, now you want everybody to get behind you and start marching. I'm not marching for shit.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I'm too lazy to be out there walking around with a sign in my hand, marching. Welcome, marching. No, fuck you. I'm not marching. What marching did for? When you think about it, what has marching done for our people?
I think marching has made a significant impact to a certain
Really?
extent, in my opinion. Yeah, because I feel like without us doing that, we wouldn't have got to where we at now. And it might not be the best now, but we somewhere we better than we was back in.
Coming from the girl that won't vote. See what I'm saying? Do you not see I got you, right? You see I got you there. Coming from the girl that won't vote, but you want to go out there and march. I wish I
I-
would go out there and sweat.
like I'll stand out there and I'll support them and I'll cheer them on, but personally, march. That, but I'm not against it. Stand up for your right. If you feel like that's something that you need to do to get people's attention, then do that. Like I'm with it. Like I feel like it does help to a certain extent. Nowadays, marches have happened so much. To hold a march now, it probably wouldn't hold no weight. But back then, I feel like it was significant and it helped. It did help push us to get to where we at to a certain extent. We was here, now we here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay, so you okay? The march, okay. Marching helped us get some damn Juneteenth bullshit and a statue.
and a statue. What statue?
Some shit, some shit they got down there in somewhere. It's a statue they put up. Some statue of Juneteenth or some statue they put up. Like okay, so they took down a statue of the Confederates. Okay, yay, they took it down. Good, good. Okay, okay, baby. Thank you, T. I really appreciate that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know about the marching.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the people that are in power now, they don't give a damn about you marching.
Right. Like today, yeah, marching is a different thing today, but it helped back in the day. Is what I'm saying. I
So
think.
okay, that march over the march that MLK did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, okay.
I mean, it's not like I know all of them, but I'm not gonna
No,
say
I'm
that
just saying. I'm like, I'm going with the main one. They
they.
always throwing out there. They always throwing up Martin Luther King and all this kind of stuff. Okay, yippee. Okay. See, I was born back in them days. I don't know. I don't even know. I didn't even know it was a march going on. That's how protected I was as a kid.
Mhm.
Okay, I didn't realize that we were. I didn't even realize that black was. I didn't even know nothing about being black. I was just Charlene. You understand what I'm saying? That's how I grew up. I was just Charlene. I didn't know that I was undesirable. I didn't know that we were lower on the totem pole because that's not how I was raised. Okay, it took me going out into the world to find out. Oh shit, they don't like us.
Yeah.
Thank you, baby. I appreciate you sharing the show. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I really appreciate it, baby. Yeah, I just don't I don't get into the uh physical. I'm not going out there to march. I'm not going to call my congressman. I'm not going to do none of that because they're going to do what they want to do anyway.
At the
Now,
end.
At the end of the day, they're going to do it
Oh,
because I'm going to tell you before the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, they knew exactly what they were doing.
because a lot of those things be in discussion for long periods of time without us knowing about it.
Exactly.
So
That's how come I'm surprised that you ain't been watching this J6 the what is this? Not a trial, but it's,
I don't keep up with certain.
yeah, I know. You got 3 babies and a job. Girl, I understand. But see, I'm an old ass woman that ain't got nothing else to do with her life, and now I'm sitting here trying to figure out what the hell is going on. So yeah, I'm paying more attention now.
And like a lot of older people are scared for how the world is today, whereas a lot of
Because
people,
it wasn't like that.
yeah, a lot of
But
people.
I'm not. But see, now it's a difference. I don't know what the other old black folks was scared of. I know what the old white folks scared of with they old ass. I know what them bitches scared of.
I think the older black people are more scared of the government. Because at this point, y'all don't know what they're going to do with y'all. Y'all already being mistreated. I've worked in nursing homes where
I used to be a nurse
so
today.
short staffed to where people wasn't getting changed on time. People was getting all types of bed sores that wasn't getting cleaned properly on time because so many people don't want to work for older people. So many people just want to toss them to the side and just not care about them no more.
Right. I
Like
used to work as a nurse's aide. I was a nurse's aide in Toledo, Ohio. And I liked my job because I was getting a lot of knowledge. I met a lady, she used to be a fan dancer when she was, with the fans and everything. The black lady, she was so pretty. She was almost 100 years old. She was still gorgeous. And I bought her some. I even bought gifts for my residents. For Christmas, I would buy like if I would find out what they like. Like she used to like the color, so I bought her these big ass coloring books and crayons. And she said, "Oh, I'm gonna be up all night." She was excited, you know. And when you get a chance to talk to a person, I had met this lady. She said she hadn't had sex in 40 years.
40 years?
40 years. And I looked at her, I say, my girl, I'm gonna be right behind you. Because I was working on my 5th year by that time. Okay. I'm like, I'm cool. I met my mate. You did, hey mom, me and you, I used to talk to her all the time. People don't talk to old people because they think the young kids think they know everything. They don't want to hear what the older person has to say. Now, I done been through some shit. Okay, that's how come I can understand if you say you bipolar. I've worked with residents that were bipolar where they had got violent and ended up in the nursing home.
Well, I done worked with them too.
And ended up in the nursing home. I talked to a lady when she was lucid. She was bipolar. And she said, I'm gonna tell you, I will pull out your throat when I'm going through it. I said, yep, I can tell, baby. I said, don't look. I said, I can understand it.
So ain't no telling.
Right.
Because medicine only helps so much. If you push me, but it take a lot to push me. It takes a lot to push me. You gotta really do something to really get me there, even if I am in the episode. But I'm more liable to whip your ass.
You know what? It's not good to be like that. It's not good.
It's not
good to feel like that about people. Hey, Rich. Hi, honey. Yeah, you didn't get my notification. Nobody's getting notification. Oh, Rich said, hey, this is Rich. That's who I want you to talk to. Rich, I really need you to get with her because she does not have any management. She does not have, bro, we got to talk. Yeah, good. Yeah, Rich. Yeah, you need to really get with Nikita because that's who you need to talk to. So, yeah, I expect for y'all to come up with something because you are a talent and you need to be heard. So, yeah, we're going to work on that. Okay, Rich said make it happen. Right, he's right here. He's right here. Make it happen. We're gonna make this happen, and we're gonna take care of that. But like I said, when with these kids now, I really wish I was a grandmother because I was gonna tell them all. I was planning on telling them all about Jasmine and all. When she would say, like if I was your kid's grandmother, and you would tell them, yeah, don't do this, don't do that. Not be over in the corner. So, yeah, she did it when she was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to do all of that. I was going to have
Um,
fun with it. I want to have fun with it. You
mm-hmm.
know, I wanted to hang out with my grandchildren. I wanted to be able to hang out. And if your grandchildren are spending time with your mother, that is great.
Mm-hmm.
I think it, especially if you guys are have a loving relationship.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing better. I see a lot of people with their grandchildren, and some of them don't want to do shit because they still want to be out in the hood. They still want to be shaking their butt.
Mm-hmm.
You 60 years old. You don't go sit your ass down somewhere.
Like, go retire, go live your
You
life.
girl, come on, man, come on, do something else. Because there, yeah, I've gotten down to that size that I could put the shit on, but that don't mean I need to be wearing it.
Mm-hmm.
Some things are just inappropriate. Okay,
I
some,
agree. Some
some
women
things are just, you
that
know.
boundary. Like, I'd be like, I would never let. And then even some of the stuff kids be wearing some days, and
Have
I'm
you seen? Have you paid attention on TikTok? Not, well, not no what Instagram, where these hood rats are dressing their babies up to look like hood rats.
mm-mm. What is that? A trend?
I don't know what it is. Where they got the little short. This is a 6 month old with a halter top on, some Daisy Dukes,
Yeah,
and some rolled down. I'm like, wait a minute,
yeah.
what
With hoop
is
earrings.
wrong with y'all?
I remember I couldn't wear hoop earrings when I was young. I couldn't get no hoops till I was like 16, 17. Like,
I told Jazz wanted a tattoo, and I said, well, first of all, where you want to get it at, gotta have a flat stomach.
mm-hmm,
I said, plus you ain't 18 yet.
mm-hmm.
Why did ever go get a tattoo with my name on her arm? They're gonna come and have some mama. I know you told me don't look, and then show me her arm with my name around her wrist, right? I looked at it. I said, you think you're slick.
Mm-hmm.
What you did was, yeah, I went on and got a tattoo, but if I put her name, she won't be mad.
Mm-hmm.
I was still mad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Not as mad as I could have been because I was like, this chick here is really,
And how old was she?
she was, Jazz was about 14, 15, maybe
Oh,
15. 15, I had told her to wait till she was 18. I said, just a couple more years, baby. And then she got not just a tattoo, she went and got a belly ring. I
oh,
said, I told you don't get the belly ring until you. She said, my stomach flat. She came in. She fled. She went on a diet and lost that weight down, and because she wasn't even really that big, it was depression.
mm-hmm.
Okay, and once she got out and was able to be free, the weight just fell off of her because she was not meant to be big. No way, that was my job, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So she wouldn't get all these things, and I'm just looking at her. I'm like, just don't put a tattoo on your face.
Yeah. Please don't. Or on your lower back. Please don't.
Too late. Too late. Too late. When I saw it, I was like, no. But then she covered up what she had. It was just a big flower, and
Mm-hmm.
it was really pretty. And then she had the thing going down her arm. She just lost her mind. She was just, all on her legs. And then she had one on her chest. If you look at her wedding pictures, you can see the big tattoo that goes across her chest. And I'm looking at them like, still gorgeous, though. Sometimes you just look at your kid and wonder, I really made that, and
Oh,
I look at those days. Don't you look at your kids and sometimes I really made that. You proud, the proudness in you as
mm-hmm.
a mother when you look at your children. There's nothing better.
Nothing better.
It's not, So let me get back. I want to get back to you and how we're gonna get this music out. I want you to send me some stuff so I can send it over. Okay. And then we're gonna have a meeting so we can get things in order because like I said, you need to be heard. Your music
I
needs to
want
be
to
heard.
be heard.
You need to be. I mean, because I'm telling you, when I first heard you, and I think it was the Green Game. Well, it wasn't Green Game. Oh, yeah, it was our live. Yeah, and that's where I first heard you, and I was like, yo, they got some of that shit. Yeah, she got some stuff. And Jazz wanted to do a track with you. You didn't know it though. She
Oh,
did. And there were a couple of artists that she was going to do work with. They bullshit around. And she had sent songs out to them. And they played like they didn't get them and all of those shit. That's another reason why I stopped coming to live shows, because people were lying.
mm-hmm,
Okay. A lot of people just want to be in on the conversation.
mm-hmm,
I'm not that type of person. I'm not ready to boost you up and I don't like your music.
mm-hmm.
Okay. That's another reason why I stopped going to the live show. Uh, if I don't like your stuff, I was sitting on panels and I'm like, I heard the music. I didn't like it, but I act like I didn't hear it. Oh, I didn't even hear it, y'all. What happened? You know, I'm lying my ass off. I heard that trash, but I'm not that person that's going to say, I'm not that person that's going to boost somebody's head up. I didn't do my daughter like that. If it was a track that she had that I didn't like, man, we got to rework that bad boy right there, because that ain't it. I used to sit here and watch her write
Mm-hmm.
and listen to her, and then I would say, okay, you're being too wordy.
Mm-hmm.
Too many words, so cut it back some. And when she would get into her element, there's nothing more beautiful than watch a person that's in their art do their art. You know, that's how come I see it. It's always good to meet an artist and find out where they're coming from, see where their heart is, because that way you know where to help.
I made that album. That was my first ever project that I ever put out. Didn't know
Mm-hmm.
what I was doing. I wrote some of it when I was in a homeless shelter. And then I ended up moving to Texas and I wrote a couple other songs. Um yeah, I wrote a couple other songs when I moved to Texas, and then
Mm-hmm.
I moved back up here in November 2019, and that was when I actually started recording it. And I was living with my mom. I was broke. I had met some people I ain't had no business meeting, and ended up
Oh, Lord.
started using drugs. I was going through the most when I released that album. I was not in a good place at all when I dropped it, and because of that, I didn't put my all and my effort into it. I just wanted to record it and put the shit out. I
Oh,
didn't mix and master and none of that. Like,
oh shit! You know what? I'm gonna tell you, girl. Wait a minute. Wait. Wait. That was the problem when I started going into the live show and was sitting there in jazz music. That's all I heard was production, production, production.
mhm,
Okay,
mhm,
but if you have crappy ass producers, the beat might have sounded good, but
mhm.
they didn't know how to mix and master it.
And a lot of people don't know how to mix and master single singers' voices that well.
Right.
They used to working with rappers, but not singers. And I have a very strong, powerful, soulful voice.
Yes, you do.
You have to
Yeah, I know.
you have to know how to mix and master my vocals for sure. Otherwise, it's gonna sound like trash, or it's gonna sound like ghetto trap music. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
and
Right.
that's how a
No,
lot of
you're
people
absolutely
are.
right. You're absolutely right. No, you're absolutely right. Which told me don't tell my secrets because I won't get on no more panels.
Now you can't be on no more panels.
Because yeah, but seriously though, but yeah, you have to have the right mix of production. I mean, because if your engineer does not know your voice, you're going to have nothing but garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Because people are not, for some reason, they're not listening to what people say anymore. They're listening more for a beat, and that I think uh, takes away from the artistry. What's the name of the project? Is it out on? Rich wants to know what's the name of your project. Is it out on any platforms?
No, it's no longer out on platforms, but it was called The Introduction of Nikita Rose. And I used to be in the Green Game reviews like constantly. Like I think every single one I used to
Yeah,
be
you
in
was.
music all the time. It was only 5 songs long. I still got them though, of course. But
Okay, can you forward them to me and I can forward them over to Rich?
yeah,
Or tell you what you do? No, no. We're not gonna do it like that. What you're gonna do is forward them to Rich yourself. You guys are gonna get in contact and you forward his music, your music over to him, and we're
Mhm.
gonna work it from there.
Well, only thing I gotta say to that is Rich, just when you listen to it, just keep an open mind to it. Just pay attention to my lyrics and my voice. I will tell you ahead of time, the production is not the greatest. The engineering is not the greatest on a lot of
But do
these.
you have the stems
But
for
I
it?
write
Do you
my
have
own.
the stems? Do you have the stems?
No, I don't have the stems. I
Uh,
don't.
See, that's my problem. That's the problem I have. I have
Mhm,
none of jazz stems,
mhm, mhm.
but he can still listen. He's still open mind. Is it?
Yeah.
Hey, Dave, how you doing?
I think you'll like it though. Like it's not super trash. My music is
Okay.
not like
No,
I
it
think
never. None of your work was super trash.
none of my
But
trash.
you know
It's
what? We
just your
need to just
not
send it to him. Send it to him. What you're gonna do is y'all gonna be friends on Facebook and friend up each other. Okay. Rich is the real deal, and he'll get your music heard. Cause I'm telling you, you're right, Dave. Nikita, he said Nikita's fire. Okay, so
and
yeah,
thank you.
there it is, right there. So yeah,
Hey.
he's okay. This is what Rich just said. He said, "I'm not worried about the quality. I listen to the talent. I can fix the rest."
Bet.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's another reason why I wanted to talk to you because there are a couple of other artists I got my eye on. You know, it's Charlene might as well go on to step out there and bring the music back to where it was supposed to be because I don't like the music we have now. I rather see artists that are actually into it for the artistry. You know, so and if you need help, I feel like if I know somebody that can do it,
Hmm.
why not? Why not get you where you want to be? Because even I feel like, and tell me if I'm wrong, even if you get a chance to play clubs, small venues.
Oh, I've performed before. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just saying, if you get, I feel like a cult following is better than anything else. No, reason I say that,
I know what you mean.
that cult following is going to carry you through.
Hmm.
Okay,
Loyal.
because they're loyal. Because even if I'm going to bring her up, Beyonce, she has a cult following.
Does.
You understand what I'm saying?
Crazy.
She
Oh, name and
okay. What you call the women? Wait. Where they want to know where you at? What state you in?
I'm in Michigan. I'm just outside Detroit.
See, not that far away, not that far away, girl. Look, man, listen. The green game is everywhere. No, seriously, they everywhere. And yeah, we need to touch bases and get that done, so you can get your music out because it makes no sense for you to be sitting there and not being heard. You
Yeah.
know, you know what I'm saying. But like I was saying, if you could get into the small venues and get that, because somebody was telling me if you can get 100 people or 200 people that are going to buy your material, they're going to stream your music. They're going to stream your music. They're going to buy your merchandise. You can make a pretty good living and be able to sustain yourself until you get the break that you want.
Mhm.
You won't have to work so hard at a job for somebody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And and that's what it's
That's
about. Doing what you love and making money out of it.
absolutely.
So that's what I meant. If everybody can get to the point where we can do what we love instead of being forced to get up at. I remember when I started working at Brock Candy Company when I was in Chicago. It was my first real full time job because I used to work for Children and Family Services during the summertime.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
when I started working for Brock Candy Company when I was like 18, I went to work that first day, and when I woke up the next day, I said, "Damn, I got to do this every day." I went once, ain't that enough? This is what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? I went once, ain't that enough? And when Jazz started working for real, she said, "I got to go every day." I said, "Yep, you got to go every day." Shout out to the Midwest. Yep, you got to go every day. And when you find out you got to go to the job every day, that's when you need to start finding out what it is that I can do where I won't have to come here, but I can still sustain myself.
Hmm. Hmm.
A lot of people, yeah, they went into the drug trade. I tried it. Money came too fast for me. I was like, nope, 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 nope. This ain't life. This ain't it. This ain't it. I did it for one. I think I was a drug dealer for maybe 2 hours, and I dipped the hell out. No, seriously, that was not the life for me. It was not. Plus, I was scared of getting in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
I had a child. Let me go on out here and give me a damn job like I've been doing. Everything is not meant for everybody. So I had to figure that out. That this was not the life for me. Doing drugs was not the life for me. Drug scene, period, was not the life for me. That's another reason why I don't understand why they won't get these kids something to do. They took everything. By the time you came out of school, did they have like she said 4 hours resign before sign? You sure did. Look, when you were in school, did they have like home economics and you had home ec?
Mm-hmm. We had home ec, we had a baby class, we had a bunch of different things. That was
Jazz
back.
didn't have that. She didn't have it, and
Mm-hmm.
y'all was about the same age.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all didn't have. She didn't have it. By the time she got in school, they didn't have drama club and gospel
Yeah,
choir.
yeah, they got rid of our choir like after my
All of
first.
that was gone. ROTC, even that was gone. The nothing as far as wood shop, home ec. They even taught me how to sew on a sewing machine in high school. They had none of that by the time Jazz came.
Mm-hmm.
None of that. So they
Not at
took
though. This was in middle school, but
right. They
about my freshman sophomore year, a lot of those programs had been taken
take it.
away.
I mean, wood shop, the mechanics. They had the guys down there working on cars.
Yeah,
They
we
took
had
all
all
of
them.
that out.
Yeah.
He said he had a baby class. He said, kind of, you know, let's see. Wait. Okay, well, you say baby class, kind of, you know what? Let me stop. Hope you know
So
what?
electronic baby that you had to take home with you, and it was a
You
parent.
know what? I didn't get that. I didn't have that. But they used to carry the down the white schools. They would take eggs, an egg or whatever the hell it is. They're supposed to take
Yeah,
care of the
yeah,
egg.
panic babies. And
Yeah.
3 hour sleep schedule, and you had to still come to school and everything. But it was only for like a week though.
No,
It
they
was,
didn't do that when I had heard about it, but I was old as hell and I had Jasmine by then. I had heard about it, but she wasn't in school at the time. She was a baby. They were doing it. By the time she got in school, they didn't have that. They didn't have it. I mean, they took out everything STEM wise, where these kids they didn't have to go to college. Now they forcing people to go to college and making them pay out the ass.
no, I
Okay.
didn't supposed to go to college either.
Hmm.
And graduated 2010.
You did?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they didn't force us to go. I did have I had a full ride to go to Wayne State University for music education. Because I wanted to go and play my clarinet. That was what I wanted to go and do, and I wanted to be a music teacher.
Okay.
I was pregnant with my daughter at the time, and even though daycare and expenses and all of that was already taken care of, I let my mom talk me out of not going because we was afraid that when my daughter, she would have been like 3 months by the time I went to college. And my mama just wasn't comfortable with it. She was like, I don't feel comfortable with you moving up there by yourself so young. You got a newborn baby, you in college. College life is not what you think it is. Like, it's a little bit, it's
It's
wild,
wild.
you
It's
know?
wild. Girl, wait a minute. I was in high school and we took our gospel choir went to Illinois State for the weekend.
Mhm.
Girl, let me tell you, yo, them kids they was having a blast. I mean, even though they just showed us a really good time when we went up there. The only thing is that's when I found out certain people smell like dogs when they got wet.
Shut up, bro. You ain't got no sense.
I didn't know, bro. I mean, seriously, I
Smell
didn't
like
know.
wet grass.
Girl, I was in the shower. I went and took a shower because it's a weekend or whatever. When I see room, the bath area was clear. I went in and take a shower, and I said, "What is that smell? I know it's not me." Why I come out and this girl was getting dressed? I say, "It's true." What the hell? I could not believe it, but I didn't want to say anything. I
Mhm.
just left the hell out. But I went home and told my mama. I sure did. I went home and told my mama, "They smell like dogs when they get wet." She said, "Charlene." I was like, "No, that's what they were saying cologne was made for." That's why people, when I was young, they said cologne was not made for us.
Mhm.
I didn't understand that concept. So I went to that college that weekend and found out why. And I'm talking about this way too much, and I don't want to seem like I'm picking on nobody, but it was my experience. These are the weird. This is the weird shit that I went through. Finding out when I got out, got a chance to get out in the world and find out different things about different people. I'm like, okay, all right, all right. I even dipped to the other side and dated one. Couldn't do it.
I can't date one. I've been one, but I can't date one.
I tried it. I black man is for me, but I don't even want a man.
I love
And,
me
and yeah, and because my daughter's father, he was, when I say dark,
that dark Hershey chocolate. It be something about that fresh melanin honey silk skin.
I don't know what it is, but I used to have a crush on this dude. He was pretty.
Mm-hmm.
No, no, I mean when I say pretty, he was pretty. He was half and half, and
Mm-hmm.
he had the long hair. Okay, and if you see him from the back, you would think he was a woman because of his hair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but he was a cool dude, but he knew. I think he knew he was pretty
It be the ones that be knowing.
because at the time I was a big girl, and I was like 15, 16 years old, something like that. He told me we could have some pretty babies if you wasn't fat.
Excuse me, me being fat ain't stopping shit.
You see, I tell you when I get ahead, Jazz, I say, Ricky, you missed out because bam, and I was still fat when I made her. You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with, and she was not a fat girl. So that my DNA it was the daddy's DNA actually that
Mm-hmm.
makes the children. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the male sperm that determines whether you're gonna have a boy or a girl.
Mm-hmm.
We just a carrier.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's it. And I carried a dime piece, and I ain't mad at it. You know what I
Period.
mean? Period. So you could say that no, Charlene, you wasn't the prettiest, but I made $100 bill, so whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool with it. You know. Another reason why I wasn't doing the live show and didn't want to put my face on the screen because my daughter was so gorgeous to me that I didn't want to put my face out there because they're gonna say that's your mama.
Oh,
But
girl.
no, but seriously, she didn't care.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
She thought I was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you talking to? I mean, come on, bro. Have you seen me lately? Have you paid attention to what is going on
You know,
here?
and you
You know
what?
what I mean? It's a lot going on, bro. So, but she made me feel loved. We had a hard time. We had our fights or whatever, but she made me feel loved. And I just want you to have that closeness with your kids.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. Even with the mental thing that you have going on, when you look at your children, you don't feel that depression.
Mm-hmm.
You feel nothing but joy.
Mm-hmm.
And I would love to feel that with grandchildren, but it's not meant for me. So I have to figure out another way of finding joy. So if helping somebody get where they want to go, that's pretty much it for me. I want to help somebody else get where they want to go. If I'm okay in the end, that's cool. Because I'm not really looking for anything anymore.
Mm.
But I don't want you to get to this age and not looking for anything. I don't want you to get to my age and say, fuck it, it is what it is. You
Yeah.
know, always be able to learn something. Always be able to willing. If your daughter asks you to go somewhere to go, because you don't want to in the end say I should have went and something happened, or you don't get that opportunity anymore because now I don't have that opportunity to go have Jasmine drag me anywhere. She used to drag me places. Mom, you going? No, I don't want to go. I wish I had gave in more. And at the end of your life, you don't want to be. I wish I had gave in more. You don't
Yeah.
want to do that, you know. And then you don't want to give up on your dreams because that means that teaches your child to give up. Oh, we all think of you. What you talking about? Shut up, man. Dave, thank you, Dave. But it's just it's hard being a single woman. Then add on being a black woman.
Yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't. It you have to move differently. You have to move more carefully.
Hmm.
And with the things that are going on around us, we just here, and we have to share the earth with people that don't want to be here.
Yeah.
No, seriously, we sharing the earth with demons.
Yeah.
When you think about it, you have to watch. You have to be on cue on everywhere you go to. Now you have to. They just shot up another. They just shot up somewhere else. I think it was somewhere in Michigan. Was it Michigan? What was it? I think it was Michigan. They just had a shootout somewhere up there. Is at a festival or something. I know they did it in Illinois, but people are just shooting up stuff. That's not, yeah. They just if you're in a crowd, just I will never go to another festival. Jasmine's festival that she went to, that was the first one. That'll be the last one I go to.
Hmm.
I don't like crowds anyway. I don't feel comfortable around different entities, and I call them entities because it's a spirit.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, and certain spirits don't sit well. You can see them. If you look at a person in the eyes, you can tell if you're really in tune with your spiritual side. You can
Exactly.
you can
You.
tell that this person is not right.
Yeah.
And I've met a lot of not right people, and I've met one with a couple of years before my daughter passed away. That when I looked at her, I could see the evil. I could see it. It was all over her. And then when her mother told me how evil she was, anytime your mama can't trust you because you set her up to be robbed, those are not the type of people I want to be friends with.
I had a friend who used to feel like that around my dad. She was like, it's just we was young, so we ain't know nothing about spirituality or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And she used to tell me, she would say, he just seemed evil. He just seemed so off. I don't. And she actually stopped coming over because of that.
Mm.
Asked her, I had to ask her a few years later, like, did anything happen? She said, no, nothing specific didn't happen or anything. She just didn't like his aura. It was something about him. And now she one of the women that do like the tarot card reading and shit like that,
Okay.
all of
Okay.
that. And even us being like 10, 11, she knew. Like she just felt it being around him, being in the same room with him. Me, I'm being all naive and shit. I'm not knowing what it's just I did now. Like when I walk around my dad, I can feel a dark cloud around.
Mm.
But I see him trying to shine through it. Like he not the man he was when we was younger. Like he done met him a new woman. He done got himself together. He's better,
Okay.
better. But
Okay.
that dark cloud will forever be around him. It'll forever be around him. That's what he carry. And I know that there's some things about my dad that just won't change just because that's just who he is. But yeah, I
My
had a
daughter died on the same day her father died 2 years later.
really. Mm.
And when she passed away, I said, "You came and took my daughter,"
Mm.
and that's what I felt. You know, uh, he wasn't he was wasn't a not a good. Well, I wouldn't say he wasn't a good person. Not really. He was like a example. He pretended to be illiterate so he could get a check.
Mm. He was one of them type of people.
Yeah, yeah, and that didn't fit with me.
Mm.
That because I didn't mind working.
Yeah.
He tried to get out of he tried to get out of work, and when you try to you a grown man, you got 4 kids, my
And,
one and his other three, and you trying not to work, bro. You
mm,
trying to wait on my food stamp card, bro. That didn't work for me. That didn't work for me. And then you want to put your hands on me too?
mm,
Oh no, no, no. I was not gonna let Jasmine grow up thinking that was okay, but it ended up happening to her anyway. It. That's how come I say you have to watch who is around your kid. And when you work and you have to be gone for 8 hours, you don't know what's going on.
exactly. Mm-hmm.
So that's when you really have to be careful. And at one point, Jazz was a latchkey kid like I was. But she knew to stay in the house, lock the door, don't open. She wouldn't even open the door for me. I said, Jazz, open the door. Told me not to open it. Shh, you won't come open this door for your mama. I had to. She would not. Oh, she would not even come down to the door. That's how good she was. She would stay in her room, and when it come, I had to go get somebody that had a key to my house to let me in. She said, "I heard the door. I was." She told you said you told me not to open the door even if somebody knocked. I said, "You didn't hear me talking to you?" She said, "Nope. I just didn't open the door. I turned my TV up." And she was 5. How
Mm-hmm.
can you argue with it? Because she did exactly what I told her to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because she knew it was just me and her. Even though my mother's daughter lived right across from us, there was no relationship there.
Mm-hmm.
You heard me say my mother's daughter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there you go. So it's always just had been me and my kid, which is okay. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Now I just have to deal with the loss of her just not being here in the physical. So I have to believe in spirituality. I have to believe
Mm-hmm.
because that's all I have to hold on to. You know, that's it. And that's what this platform is about now, is people get their feelings out talking, because there are millions of people out there that have nobody to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
They don't, nobody's listening to them.
And I feel like that's why I share a lot of the things that I share, because a lot of people think that I share a lot when really y'all don't have no idea.
They
Like,
have no idea. You're not
I'm
sharing
more
nowhere
open.
near.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
not
just
sharing
open
nowhere near what you could share.
because I like to show people that you're not alone. Like, I relate to you. Like, I go through this too, but you're gonna be good. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right, right. That's why I knew we needed to hold this conversation, because I knew I'm not the only person out here that is feeling some type of way about the way things are going. And I pray for the people that are black.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That they labeled us black.
Mhm.
I fear for us, okay? Because for some reason, did you hear your president say, "Oh, we're not just in trouble because of black people"? What? Did you hear him? Did anybody hear that? Am I the only one that heard him say that we're this country is not just in trouble because of black people? Wait a minute. Black people are not in control of anything.
Anything, because
So
y'all.
how are we the problem? We're not the ones in control.
Yeah, they just want us to be. They just want us to be the problem instead of blaming themselves.
Have you paid attention to, like, okay, like with they got a whole bill of Asian hate crime bill.
Yeah, I heard of that.
Ain't that
I
cute?
heard of that.
Ain't that
Yeah,
cute?
it
That's
passed.
that's that's really special as hell.
Hmm.
But you got black folks still being strung up and don't nobody know how they got in a tree.
We still ain't got our reparations. Where the fuck are 40 acres and mule? And
They can give me a cow. I don't even have to have a mule. Give me a cow.
just
Okay?
40 acres.
Give
And
me my 40 acres, bro. I'll
y'all
work it
had
from
my
there.
ancestors working forcefully for over 400 years. Yeah, I'm gonna need my back pay.
Yeah. Can I get that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, because like with Section 8 and things like that, these little government programs, do you know if you make $1 over, you are not eligible for those programs? That just happened to me.
I'm a single parent with 3 kids. Girl, I know. I
I
know.
remember one time they told me on welfare, well, you made $7 too much. You can't
Yeah.
get no food stamp. What the? I made $7 whole too much.
It's single parents out here whose food stamp card only get $15 a month because they make too much money to get enough food stamps, but they make just enough to where they can get them the $15. Like y'all can keep this shit, get it.
Guess what? They give me $1 every. They give me $1 a year on my food stamp card. They give me $1 a year.
Like what is that? Y'all just wasting money at this point.
Jess said, "Mama, you got your dollar." She was laughing. I'm like, it ain't even funny. They is stupid. And then if you don't spend the whole dollar, they
Mhm.
will take it back.
Yes. It don't roll over. So
It
you
don't roll over.
can all you want, but it is not gonna roll.
It will not roll over. You are done. You didn't spend that dollar. That's on you. Okay. I'm like, cause I had 10 cents left. They took that back the other day.
Mm, mm, mm.
10 cents. I said, damn. Y'all couldn't even let me buy a paper bag with that 10 cent, huh?
And it's crazy because I thought about getting on disability because I technically qualify.
Yeah, you do.
I've been in the psych wards before. I've had suicide attempts. I'm legally not allowed to own a gun because of my mental health, my mental illness.
Yeah,
But
you don't need
I,
to own a gun.
yeah, I can't get a
You
medical
don't know.
gun because of my medical history because
Right.
they check all of that.
Yeah.
So, like I thought about getting disability because for the past few years, like I can't keep a job longer than like 4 5 months for real. Like I'll walk the fuck out just because I'm tired
Well,
or
have you thought about doing that?
do it, huh?
Have you thought about going on and just doing it, or you just don't want that on your record?
It's like I've thought about it, but physically I'm able to work. I,
Right.
nothing wrong with me. I can
Well,
get
well, wait a minute.
up
Okay.
work.
Well, how about? Is there something you like to do? Now we're not talking about the music. Is
Hmm.
there something you'd like to do that you can make into a product to put
Yeah,
out into the market?
yeah. I want to own a laundromat. The scribble dubs.
That's a good idea.
Hmm. That's
That's a because I thought about that. I was looking at the different things on YouTube. I'm a YouTube watcher. I don't
uh,
have a life, man. Okay. And we've been on here 2 hours and 50 minutes. We are having a great conversation. I'm gonna split these up. Is I'm gonna upload this up to my Anchor FM, but I'm gonna split it up. But we'll
okay.
get on 2 sessions. Split our time up. I'm just gonna sit here because I didn't even know they would let me be live this long. I like that. I thought they would cut me off at 2 hours. But we've been on here 50 minutes over, and I'm having a great conversation with you. I really like this. I knew we were going to get along really well. But
Hmm.
like I was saying, with the as far as the music is concerned, I still want to help people get their music out. You know, uh, I want to own my own piece of property, even though my daughter isn't here anymore. I still need to find a way of getting through the rest of life.
Right. Right.
But I'm gonna tell you something. For a long time, I stopped laughing because I felt like if Jazz wasn't here to laugh with me, there was nothing funny.
That's how I've been for the past year and a half. I ain't
That's
really laughing or smiling. Like, yeah, I'll upload pictures and shit,
yeah,
but in my personal life, I really don't have much enjoyment for real. Not for myself.
and you know what? That's not a way to live. We're not living. You know that, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how. And the thing about it is, I don't know how to. I'm about to start getting undressed. I'm going to tell you that now. Start getting undressed because I'm pulling these earrings out. But anyway, for me, when my mother was living, I used to go to bingo.
Okay.
Okay, and yes, an old lady sport, but I liked it.
Bingo is fun, low key.
Yeah, we used to win money. We used to win money. My mother won 3,500 one time. At one time, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and
Cashing
I screamed
out.
louder than her. They said, "Well, it's her winning. Why you screaming?" I said, "Cause it's our money. What the fuck you mean?
Right.
This is me and my mama. What are you talking about? You know?" So, and I drove. So yeah, this is my mama. We won, bro. Bingo. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, now I want to go. I want to go to bingo because I don't have an outlet. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm scared to go because I'm in a racist state that I didn't know was the original racist state. I had no idea.
Yeah, Philly was, yeah. It
I
was
had no idea Pennsylvania was the touchdown point for the boats.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that. And
North Carolina, South Carolina, West Virginia, all that.
yo, and we was talking about going to Virginia Beach. That's what me and Jazz were talking about moving to Virginia Beach. But then when I thought about now that I found out that Pennsylvania, which it took a friend of mine to
Mm-hmm.
ask us, why did y'all go to Pennsylvania? That's the worst place for a black person.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I didn't know that. I didn't know that it had that type of dirt.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Until you,
that comes from me not, because I wanted to move to Pittsburgh. That's my original. I wanted to go to Pittsburgh. But the little white dude I was wrestling with said go to York. Okay, I guess it's better, whatever. All right, whatever, bro. I ended up in York. You know what I mean? I feel like the only good thing that came out of being in this city was my daughter met her husband.
mm-hmm.
Okay. In actuality, he was the first person she met when we moved to York. Okay. The
Mm-hmm.
first human being she met was the man she married.
Aw.
And I was like,
Love story, a black love story.
yeah, what the hell? How'd you pull that off walking down the street looking for weed?
Right.
Girl, because I had made her move here when she was 17. Because she had no choice. You underage, you got to go with me. We out. You know what I mean? So we moved here, and she was mad about it for a while. She said, "I gotta have some weed. I gotta have me. I gotta blah blah blah." So she said, "I gave her that she had her money. She had her money. She said, I'll be back." Walking down the street, and that's when she met her husband. You got weed? No, you see, you know what a weed is? No, I got a weed. I got blunt. You got weed? It was like what you call it? Like what you call it? The movie. Got blunt, got weed. You know what I mean? And that was it. They was together from that day forward. How can I get in the way of that? How can I say no to that? When I was in the hospital, he looked out for her.
He is a good man.
He's a Leo too. His birthday is the 26th and mine is the 7th. And
I'm
I
not
said,
EOs and dating. I'm a Taurus.
I know, right? We are kind of hard to deal with. 'Cause
Not
we got, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, well, kind of.
The men be lying like hell.
They wild. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you, Jazz actually married the. She married a version of her mother. Usually, girls marry versions of their daddy.
Mhm.
Jasmine married a version of her mother. The only difference between me and my son-in-law is that he is quiet with it. He's more dangerous with it
Mhm.
because he don't say nothing. He don't talk. It's just next thing you know is it's over with. You know what I mean? And I never want to see him mad. Plus, he's from Brooklyn. He's original from Brooklyn, Crip. Crip, Crip. You know what I'm saying? So there's an old head. Man, he's younger than me, but still older than her. A couple of years younger than me. But
Mhm.
people ask me, how'd you let her marry him? Because they were in love. Who the fuck am I to say? Who am I? I'm not God.
Mhm.
Okay? If my daughter is happy and it's not hurting her, yes, I'm with it. I'm sorry. But I like it. It's like my daddy was all over again. My daddy used to say when I was younger, I'd rather see you with an older man treating you right than one of these young things I hear dragging you through the mud.
Mhm.
And that's the way I felt. And that's what happened. Because Jasmine, even at her worst, he treated her like she was at her best.
Mhm.
And that's what I didn't want nobody was going to put their hands on her.
Mhm.
And Jazz, because Jazz had an attitude where, yeah, you might want to put their hands on her because she was like a mama. Mouth. A lot of people don't like mouth. They
Yeah.
feel like men nowadays think that women have to be subservient. And that's another reason why I never dated, because I cannot be subservient. That word obey bothers me. What is it in the wedding vows to love and obey and no who I can love you, but I'm not obeying you. You're not my daddy. That's another reason why I don't date, is because men feel like I don't like explaining myself to nobody.
Yeah.
Okay. I had a boyfriend, and I had made a decision to do something.
Strong.
He said
You
you
like
should
what you want when you want. Mhm.
uh
I said you headstrong. You like to do what you want when you want.
yeah, come on, who are you talking to? I had a daddy. You know what I mean? And I had a daddy, so I don't need you, sir. I'm good. I can think on my own, sir.
Mhm.
And for me, honestly, I'm I don't know what that was. I think that my father had a lot to do with how I treated men. Okay.
A lot of girls' fathers do. A father plays a big impact on a little girl,
Yes, he does. And people don't understand that. They
and
don't
that's
get it.
a long time in my life. I was always searching for love in men instead of loving myself for who I was, because I didn't get that love, that nurturing from my dad. So I was always looking for a man to be up under or.
Ooh, you know what? I'm so sorry. I no, seriously. No, I'm sorry.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say sorry to you for him, because no, my father was not in the home because he was not a good husband, because he couldn't keep his hands to himself when it came to my mama. So
Mhm.
I saw all of that. I knew the bad part of him, but when it came to being a father part, I don't know how he separated the two, but he did.
Mhm.
Okay, I could not have asked for a better daddy,
Mhm.
because he showed me what I didn't want.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And he showed me that if you can't do for me as much as my daddy do, I don't need you.
Mhm.
See, I was 26 years old. My daddy was still buying my clothes.
My daddy was supposed to take me school shopping when I was going to the eighth grade, because
Mm.
all I had hit puberty and I grew out of everything. I told you I blew up like a balloon.
Mm.
And
I mean, stuff happens.
yeah,
I had to have my breasts reduced. My breast was so big, I had to have them reduced. I was like a 54 double, triple G.
damn.
Girl, girl. These things were hanging in my lap.
Oh no, I couldn't.
No, and when I had Jazz, that's when they exploded. That's when they had exploded. And they asked me, was I going to breastfeed? And I said, there's no way I would traumatize my newborn
Fuck
with
around
these things.
for trying to breast.
Fucking fuck around and we done smother them to death, you
Yeah,
know, because
fuck around and lose her up
each
under.
breast, when the doctor reduced my breast, he said he took off 15 pounds off of each breast.
I believe it. Every woman in my family top heavy.
I was top heavy, I mean, top heavy. It feels funny not to have to wear a bra now. It does. It feels funny to be able to put on a shirt and not have to wear a bra. But I wear a bra because that's the way I was raised. Plus, these things are just I'm like, damn, they look old. They damn, couple them up. You know what I mean?
I can't be walking around with no bra on. I be like,
I went to the store the other day. I just put on a t-shirt. I was like, I stood up. I said, "You look like a boy." That's how much breast he took away. I look like a boy, which was I'm okay with it because I carried the things around for a long time. And I had a friend who used to tell me when I told him I said I was going to get him reduced, he got mad. Them are my friends. I said, but they're not friends to me.
right.
I'm the one that have to carry them on my back and
Yeah,
bent over, back pain. So I have to do what I have to do. Okay, Rich say I put my. He say Rich said what the hell? What the fuck? Oh, say wait. Rich said I put my email in her messenger. Okay,
okay.
okay, and then he said I expect to see some music in there by tomorrow evening.
Yes, sir.
You got that? All right then. Better, better.
I'm
All
a
right now.
and I'm a singing solo music.
Yeah, yeah. Sit in. Yeah, girl, sit in it.
I'm gonna send
Right.
everything I got with my voice on it.
Right. Send everything you get so you can go through it because you're not gonna believe who's gonna be able to hear it. I'm not going to tell you, but you'll be all right. I
All right,
promise. I
let's go.
promise. I wouldn't tell you that something that I wouldn't have Jazz do.
Hmm.
Okay. Rich is in charge of her music. Whatever now he's gonna make the decision on look, bro, you got a good ear because the other day he told me to pick out a song. He picked out this particular song and told me to go to this particular place. He said, post it there. I said, man, I don't post music no more. Go post her music. Man, I went up in there and posted that track, and all I'm gonna say is, dude told me when I release it that it's already going in the club. He's saying if I ask other people to put it in there, it's already there. He said, I'm waiting for you. I said, cool. So now all I gotta do is get it cleaned up.
Hmm.
And it's over with. So if Rich got somewhere for you, some outlets, and he's got some outlets that damn that took my breath away.
Hmm.
Okay. So Sony.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Hmm.
So yeah. Just
Mama,
just
let's.
yeah. Just
This is
send him to you
my.
music, and then he might be able to find some tracks for you to put your new voice on.
Hmm.
Put your voice on some new tracks. Just work with him. Okay,
Yeah. Hmm.
work with him, and let the blessings come to you.
Absolutely.
Okay, even though we know we both work with mental illness. You're just medicated, and I'm not.
Hmm.
And I made the decision not to be medicated. I smoke a lot of marijuana. I smoke a lot of that. A lot of that. You know, but it's okay. I'm not on a bunch of psychedelics. And, and once you get a grip on your illness, and I know my triggers now.
Yeah. Exactly.
I know that if somebody's saying something crazy, I have to excuse myself. So that's what I try to do is as far as the illness is concerned, because I really can't say what my mental illness is.
Hmm.
Nobody never. I went to the psychiatrist. They never diagnosed me. The only one that told me I heard once say that I have delusions of grandeur.
I've heard of that.
Yeah. And when he said that, I looked at him. I said, "This is the last time I'm coming because, bitch, I don't have delusions of grandeur. It's just some things I don't need to put up with."
As
Okay.
long as you're doing anything to put you in danger or anything that's making you act outside of your mind or anything that's making you be anybody than who you are, then I would continue to support you on your growth and your journey if you
Right.
dedicated. Now if you was just out here wilding and you was just being crazy grandma and you was just out here just living your best life, just flying on the freeway, just doing drugs,
Girl, yeah, I know, right? I
sex
know,
with
right?
multiple men. Then I'd be like, okay, bitch, you need medication. Like, my mama needs you to get on something because, and that's how I was. I was out here wilding, like,
Okay,
and I
okay.
was wilding during my worst time, which is weird. Cause it was, and this is what I'll say. I'll say, I lost my house. We lost our house, in January 2018. Moved in with my mom for a little bit. I got into it with my mama, and my mama kicked me out. And she was like, "You ain't taking the kids because I know you ain't got nowhere to go." So
Yeah, that's about right, though. That's about right.
my kids ended up staying with her. I ended up moving into a homeless shelter. Before I moved to a homeless shelter, though, I pretty much was just anywhere, just
Mm-hmm.
lay my head at or whatever. Still trying to work, still trying to, do everything.
Right.
First time in my life that I had time away from my kids since I was 17. And it was the first time in my life where I was really coming into who I was as a person.
Uh-huh.
Because I wasn't doing none of the stuff that I was doing when I was homeless, when I was with my kids.
Okay.
Even had our place. So it was like I'm grateful that I went through that, even though I was manic as hell. And during this time, I was manic for months, and that's how I knew that's how they knew, and my doctor knew that I had bipolar disorder because my mania lasted for like 3 months.
Oh.
Every day, I was just euphoric happiness, like unreal happiness, like unreal excitement, like to the point where the average person who don't go through depression or any mental
Mm-hmm.
illness will look at me and be like, "She not right. Something not right with her." And I was just doing shit. I was just doing shit I ain't had no business doing, but I was doing it because I wasn't in my right mind.
Oh.
I wasn't thinking straight. I was just
Right.
trying, just doing
Right.
shit because I
It was
was
just
so
out
manic.
there.
I was so manic. I was so confident. I was so sure of myself. When I was in that episode, I
Mm-hmm.
whatever I wanted to do, and I didn't give a fuck what anybody else thought about it.
Oh yeah, you was out there.
Yeah,
Yeah, you was out there.
I
You was
really
out there, baby. You was out there, baby.
and I didn't get on no medication until I was about 28, 29. And like I said, I'm 30 now. So this is pretty much new, all new.
Okay. Okay.
Which is why I've been having the hard time I've been having, just trying to relearn my life and refocus back to, okay, you're a parent.
Right.
Now you need a routine, you got to schedule, you got to work, so balancing all of that plus all the things I go through up in here,
Right.
it's been a lot. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I haven't dropped, in a while. Even though I never stopped singing, I never stopped.
Mm.
I
Well,
was still. I just went.
you're gonna always do what you love. You just
Mhm.
some people put it on the shelf for a while, because life happens.
Yeah,
I just don't want me saying I don't want. I just would hate for you to put it on the shelf and you just forget about it.
yeah, and that's what I don't want to do.
Yeah, because that is what brings you joy.
Hmm.
And once you lose your joy, what else is there? And that's what another reason why I want to talk to you, because I don't want them to get to the point where I'm at where I don't have any joy. Because see, I don't really have joy anymore.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Um, the most joy I get is sometimes I will let my dog sleep in the bed with me. My little babies. Now my pit bull, I can't let him sleep in the bed with me because he's stupid.
He wild.
He's 100 pounds.
Oh yeah, him a big boy.
Exactly. He's only 3 years old. Okay. And so no, you cannot get in my bed, you big face bitch. You know what I'm saying? His he can I watched this dog put my little dog put his whole head in my dog's mouth.
Oh wow.
But he see that's the type of people he is. He
He ain't
ain't
kill him or nothing. He ain't gonna hurt him. He
he ain't
just
about
like, man, he just be playing too damn much, don't he?
Yeah, he'll get out on his all fours and let them climb all over him, and they've been in the house together for over 2 years together, because uh, um, 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 Checkers was only maybe 7 or 8 months old when we got the other two. He might
Hmm.
have been a year old. We got the other two. Okay, so he was still young. when we got there. So they've been in the house together for almost 3 years. So they, yeah, because people ask me how do they get along by them being two Shih Tzus and him
Mm-hmm.
being a pit bull. But they get along. It depends on how you train your dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody in here argues. We don't argue, and so this house is not in an uproar. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? And my pit bull will lay on his back and let you rub his belly. That's how much of a bitch he is.
Aww.
He's
I love dogs.
you just I just want to get to a place where I can let them run free,
Mm-hmm.
and I can grow my vegetables and listen to music, and I see the job that I do, I can do it remotely. Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking to you, we're not even in the same state. So I made a job for myself where I can work anytime because the actual studio is upstairs. That's
Mm-hmm.
Jazz's studio is upstairs. I've dismantled all that, and I'm just working now with my PC right now. I got a bunch of crap that I can hook up, but I don't have to. I'm not in the right frame of mind to hook all
Mm-hmm.
this stuff up. I just want to get the message out now. That I'm here. If you want to talk, come talk to me. Let's see if we can hash some shit out.
Mm-hmm.
We can help each other. Because being honest to me, if you get your music career going, I'm cool. I'm in the background laughing my ass off. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy. I'm the one in the front row telling me something. That's my bitch. You know what I mean? No, seriously, that's who I am. I'm not that one. I'm not looking for nothing from you.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? I
Mm-hmm.
want you to, I want you to, I want you to go forth and kick them doors in. I expect to see some. Oh, I already saw that. Let me see what else. Let's say I'm talking to you. What'd you say? We look, bro, bro.
We got you, Rich.
We got you. We got you for real. Seriously. What time is it anyway? What time of day? What time? It
It
is
is
one
one.
in the
Mm-hmm.
girl. You know what? We knew that this was gonna be a good conversation, though. We
Yeah.
did, but it
Yeah.
took us 2 days to get it done because we both flaky. Plus, every time because you say, I got to get the girls down for bed. I say, I need to go to bed too. Wait a minute, man. While you laying them down, I'm going to take a quick nap. So, yeah, because I'm old.
Mm-hmm.
It's because I'm old. I'm looking for any reason to go to bed. So, yeah, any reason you can, hey, look, like you was telling me, well, girl, I'm cool. My bed is right there. My studio is right here. All I got to do is roll over, throw my hat on my head. That's it. I'm good. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't want never know anybody to come on here for anybody to feel like it's pressure.
Mm-hmm.
I always want people to feel um, like they're talking to a friend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Conversations with.
Conversation for friends. And supporting people like we're supposed to support them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's about. And I'm hoping that I'm thinking about doing the live Thursday during the J6 uh, thing. They're going to do it around 8, 9 o'clock Thursday. They're going to be live.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to run my a live that night so people can actually watch with me. You know what I mean? Because we need to see what Trump did. We need to understand that it could have been a lot worse than what it was. He was actually trying to pull a coup on the government of the United States,
Mm-hmm.
and people need to know how important how dangerously close he came to getting away with it. I mean, you got the CIA in this mess. The CIA is running around deleting text messages. I'm like, what the hell is going on? You
Yeah.
know. So when you think about stuff like that, and then you get with the uh, Supreme Court, and then you got the Congress doing what they doing. What has Congress really done for us lately?
Yeah.
Be honest. What have they really? What have they done since Obama was in office? for the average person.
Mm-hmm.
You have to think about those things.
Well, I enjoyed this. I
I
really have.
know we have to go.
Yeah,
We
I'm
have
getting.
to go because it's
I'm
getting
trying
late.
so hard
We have
today.
babies. We got to get up and get those babies. So I'm going to tell everybody, I'm going to close the show out and say thank you for coming. I appreciate you. I want you to come back. And we're going to talk tomorrow about this music. And we're going to get some things together. And I want to tell everybody to hug your strongest friend.
Mm-hmm.
Check on them and make sure that they're okay.
Yeah.
And we will see you guys next time. And I appreciate everybody that came by and just listen to us talk. I'm going to get everything done. I'm going to send you some links so you
Okay.
can see where everything is. But right now, everybody, I appreciate you coming. And I will see you next time on Conversation with Friends.
Thank you for having me.
Do you want to be in love with a real one? Or you just want to cut? Fuck lay in the pipe? Love me for